Hey guys, Rex here, and welcome to Yume Nikki. This is a very curious little game, and it was created by a guy named Kikiyama. I say curious game, but it's really pretty mysterious. Now here's how the game flows, I suppose. You'll start in your room, and then when you get in your bed, you'll start dreaming. And so the entire game is surrounded around exploring the dream world of this main character. Her name's Madotsuki. Now, when you're in the dream, sometimes it's easy to get stuck or lost because it's pretty open and it's pretty vast. So when you get lost, you press the 9 key, you will pinch your cheek and wake up back to your room, and then you can start over from the beginning. Not start over from the beginning, but start, you get my drift. Now, while you're dreaming, the point is to check the characters. So you talk to the different characters to get new effects. And you want to get all of the, I believe there's 24 or 25 different effects. And once you get all of those, you're supposed to drop them into the door room, which I'll show you. Now, each effect has a different ability that will change Madotsuki's appearance or give her a prop of some sort. And yeah, so let's just explore this world a little bit. This is our room, so we can get into the chair. I believe this is where we would save. So let's go ahead and make a save file. I have a few here, as you can see. I believe there's 24 effects then. Yeah, this one. So we'll save over this one. And we'll get out of our chair. Now, when you try to leave the room, she says no. You turn the TV on, and there is this little mini game. Let's play. It's called Nasu. And basically, you're a little red guy that eats eggplants, I believe. Now this is important to note because eggplants, as I understand it, and I could be mistaken, eggplants in certain cultures represent fertility or pregnancy, that sort of thing. So let's. Is there a way to get out of here? Press escape to quit. Uh-oh. I think this one is. I don't think you can escape. Whoopsie. Curses. I think we're stuck in this forever. Give me one moment, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, I'm back. You have to press and hold the escape button. Anyway, let's take a look out the balcony here, and we'll see what we have. There's not much going on. So in the real world, you're confined to this apartment here. It's a little apartment complex, and Madotsuki seems as though she's all alone. There's only one pair of slippers, which would indicate that she doesn't live with anyone. And, it's a pretty small apartment. I don't really know if there's more apartment this way, or if this is like it. I don't know where she goes to the bathroom. But anyway, without further ado, let's go into the dream world and start exploring that. So here we are. Now it looks as though we're still in the apartment, but if you notice, the background has changed, and so has the ambient background music. There's background music that's been added. Now this is kind of the hub. This is that door room that they were talking about earlier. Now one of these is the one that I want to go to first. There was one particular effect that I want to get. Yes, it's in here. Now as you can see, this is pretty, I would say disturbing. Might be an accurate word. But it is pretty, I guess the word I'm looking for is eerie. It's an eerie game. Yes. So the eggplant that we saw earlier represents, I would say represents fertility of some sort. And this does look similar to a fetus of some sort, this background picture here. Or an embryo. I don't know. It's really disturbing. Some people interpret that to be a fetus of some sort. But let me see if I can get our menu up. What is that button? There it is. So we have the bicycle now. And the bicycle is an important one to get, and I would recommend getting that first and foremost if you're going to play this game yourself, because it allows you to travel the world much quicker. Let's check this out here. So we'll go back through this door. Actually, I think there's some more in there that I might want to go check out, but I'll come back to that in a little bit. Right now, I want to... This isn't where I want to go. I want to go to the snow place. I think the snow world is here. Yeah. So this is the snow world. There is an effect in here that I want to get that allows you to create snowy weather, essentially. And you get that by finding a little character here that's... Oops, I've already gone around in a circle. So you basically have to make little patterns to find things here, because sometimes it looks like there's just nothing here, but that's not entirely true. Okay. Now here we are. Now here's another bed. Can I get into that? No, I think I have to get off of my bicycle to do that. But we'll look at that later. There are sometimes you can go into, I suppose, a dream within a dream, and you'll go to a new area. It doesn't happen every single time. There's a lot of things in this game that happen by chance. Like there's a certain percentage of a chance that it'll happen. Now, there is something in one of these igloos that I want to show you. It's this. Now I'm not sure who this is. Some people say it's Madotsuki herself sleeping, which could, you know, represent that she's in a coma. So this whole entire thing could be a dream, even when you're in, you know, quote unquote, the real world. It could be a dream. And so some people, you know, say that maybe she's in a coma, or maybe some people don't. Maybe that was my idea. I don't know. But that is one interpretation of that. It could also represent, you know, any number of things. I'd be curious to see what you guys thought. But yeah, there we go. There's nothing else, I think, in these igloos. But there is a character here, around here, and I'll just do a jump cut if I'm having a hard time finding her. But there's those beds again, so let's go up a little bit. And let's use that tree there. Yeah, I want to find this person, so yeah, I'll just meet you back when I find them, and we'll continue from there. Well, that didn't take too long. Here is who I was talking about. We have... What is that? Yuki Ono, I think? Which may... Yes, Yuki Ono. And Yuki, as I understand it, means snow in Japanese. So you can become a little snow ghost person. And when you press... I think if you press the 1 button, you can make it snow. But it's already snowing in here, so that's... It doesn't... It won't work. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can find the exit here and explore another area. There's another effect that I think you can find that's just lying around somewhere. Not in this world, but in a different one. Oh, there she is again. Man, she was hard to find the first time, but now I can't. No, I can't find the door. Okay, the door would be maybe over here. Yeah. Okay, when you press 1, you'll activate the effect, whatever it is. And in this case, you'll ring the bell. Like that. Alright. So as you can see, these different effects, they change Madotsuki's appearance. Whether it be giving her a prop or making her a completely different person. And that's important to note as well, because some of the effects deal with what some interpret as body image. You know, blonde hair or changing her to look fat, those sort of things. And they have... Where am I even? Alright. Some people have theorized that represents Madotsuki had a poor self-image of herself, and she wanted to change herself by, you know, looking differently. But we'll talk more about that when we find those effects. Right now I'm just gonna find this dumb frickin'... What do you call that? Door. Looks like there's a lone... Oh yeah, that's right. These guys... Now these guys are called Turinigen, I believe. And some people think that they represent peers of Madotsuki. And there's some of them that, in certain areas that are, I would say, for lack of a better term, would be hostile. And if you get caught by them, you are transported into an area where you're stuck. Essentially, you're trapped. You can't move anywhere. And so then you'd be forced to pinch yourself and wake up. Now, some of them, like this one, are docile. But some represent, some people think that they represent bullying. And that's another thing that I don't know if this was done on purpose, but it creeped me out several times. But you'll notice she's walking around, right? Up and down and to the left and to the right. When we go in here, no matter where she is on the screen, when we come back out, she's right next to you. And I don't know if that means anything or that's just kind of how it was. That's just where she starts on the map. It's probably more like it because this was made by RPG Maker, 3000, so it's not like a AAA title or anything. But nevertheless, it's a very captivating little game. Anyway, I'm gonna find the door and then I'll be right back with you guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll just pinch myself and wake myself back up, and then we'll get back into the bed. Let me turn this off. Don't want to be wasting electricity. Let's get back in our bed. And I should have saved, actually, because we're probably going to want to end this episode off pretty soon. But there's something I wanted to show you, is that. Now, when you turn the TV on, there's a little eyeball staring at you. And I know that's pretty creepy. I would agree with you. And I believe there is a chance that some sort of, what do you call that, Mayan, Aztec-y thing will play when you do that. Now, the next one that I want to get, and I can't exactly remember where it's located. Let's see here. Could it be? I think it's in this one. It might be. Now, some of the imagery in this game does get a little dark. I will say that. It can get pretty creepy at times, and it's not all like snowy and semi-interesting. Sometimes it gets pretty morbid, with a lot of things that, you know, people could interpret to mean death. Now, there are these guys that look like, well, I guess they look like candlesticks that are burnt out. But, yeah, and again, I want to stress that viewer discretion is advised on this game, where, you know, there's no real jump scares, and when there are things that could, I guess, constitute as a jump scare, I would definitely... Why am I not riding my bicycle right now? If there was anything that could, you know, be a jump scare, I would definitely warn you guys in advance. I'm not all about that at all. But where do I want to go now? Let's see here. Let's see what's in here. Is this one? Yeah, this is the block world. This is a pretty interesting one. Perhaps, I think there is an effect in here that we can get as well. But now might be a good time to demonstrate the snowy thing. And here's another running motif in the game. It's this, you know, these Aztec imagery here that you see. There's one there you saw on Madotsuki's rug in her room. There's one. Now here's an interesting thing. There's a bathroom. Now there's male bathrooms and there's female bathrooms, and both of them Madotsuki can get into, but she can't do it while she's riding her bicycle. So some people interpret that in any number of ways. She uses the restroom there. Go tinkle potty. But and again, people have theorized that that could represent, you know, more self-esteem things, identity issues, that sort of thing, trying to find out who she is in life, you know, that sort of thing. People have, you know, written about that, like, hey, that's what it means and stuff. But I have my own ideas and stuff about what that could mean, and I'll talk about that again later when we find more effects. Now, there is one effect in here, and if we can find it, they'll probably be the last thing. More bars and more places. Get it? Oh, I'm so funny. Yeah, there's one, I don't know what the effect's called, but she wears a hat and scarf. And I think when she, what do you call that? That door there is something you can get to, and when you go inside of it, it takes you to another little world there. But when you use it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she sneezes. So that might be the cold effect. Oh, there it is. It's a hat and scarf. There we go. Hat and scarf. There we go. So let's go ahead and demonstrate the hat and scarf. Here we are. There we are. Let's get to a place where you can see us. Little hat and scarf. We're so cute. Let's see what happened. Yeah, when you press the one button, you hear that sound. So, I don't know if that's a sneeze or not, but it's definitely a little winter Madotsuki. She's ready for the winter. Anyway, let's demonstrate the snow here. Oh, I guess this one doesn't have an effect. Just as soon as you put it on, it starts snowing. I feel as though there is something else attached to this. Like you can make snowmen of some sort, but I'll have to do some more research on that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We're going to go ahead and pinch ourselves and save, and we'll pick up where we left off next time. We'll explore more areas, and I'll have we'll get some more effects. Yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and join me next time for more Yume Nikki. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.